contradicted, his evidence again ripped apart. First, his testimony on how the 3 bullets hit Riva Steenkamp as she was falling.
Was there anything else that guided you about the position of the head when it was struck?
I'm not a wound ballistics or forensic pathologist expert. I'm just interpreting a sequence of events.
Unfortunately, I've got to stop you. You're not answering the question.
I'm trying to answer the question.
Which question?
The expert then contradicted Pistorius' version of events. The athlete said Steenkamp did not fall on a magazine rack, but Dixon says she did.
The accused said to this court, definitely wasn't there. Are you giving a version that's against the accused's version?
My lady, my reconstruction of the events in that toilet are based on the evidence that I can see and measure and that has been recorded by other people.
Whatever the accused is saying, you say he's wrong.
My lady, I am giving testimony on what I observe and interpret. I am not saying that anybody else is right or wrong.
He then used a photograph of the bloody toilet to demonstrate where the magazine rack was.
You've now shown us that indeed, even if you refer to 186, the accused was wrong in his version that the magazine rack was not there.
My lady, when the deceased fell, the magazine rack was there. I do not know what happened to it afterwards. If it wasn't there when Mr. Pistorius went in, that is his version of the events. From what I interpret from this magazine rack was in that position.
Dixon's expertise repeatedly challenged.
Why would you not make sure, as an expert, that the court gets the real measurements? Why would you give the court this photograph?
That is just for scale to see when you're outside.
We're talking to an expert, Mr. Dixon. You're giving a court an indication of how much of the accused would have been visible on his stumps, if he was on his stumps. Then you give us a photograph that does not reflect that. Why would you hand in that photograph or even take that photograph?
Then again, his credibility tested when questioned about the firing of the shots through the bathroom door.
I assisted in setting up the door and determining the firing angle according to the ballistic report of Captain Mangena and the measurements that we took at the scene of the bathroom to ensure that all the positions were as accurately replicated as possible.
I hear what you're saying, and I'm just asked, did you measure the angle that the bullet went through the door?
No, my lady, that was not the purpose of the test.
While the defense tried to undo the damage, experts say it may be too little, too late. Ballistic expert Tom Vumarans is expected to take the stand next when the court resumes on the 5th of May. Mangoba Mkhulu, SABC News at the North Gauteng High Court.